A new wearable gets released every few weeks from different companies, and the newest fitness tracker to get released as of now is the Garmin Vivosmart 3. But who knows, in about a few weeks there might be a brand new wearable to review. But until then, I thought it would be a good idea to put the brand new Garmin Vivosmart 3 up against the now 6-month-old Fitbit Charge 2. So which did you get? Let's find out. Price-wise, both of these fitness trackers are competitively priced. The Fitbit Charge 2 comes in 6 colorways and currently retails for $148.95 or $179.95, depending on the color. Amazon also randomly puts the Fitbit Charge 2 on sale from time to time. The Garmin Vivosmart 3, on the other hand, currently only comes in 2 colorways, black or purple, and I'm not sure if more colorways will be released in the future. But both colorways retail for $139.99. I'll have links in the description below if you want to pick either one of these up. When it comes to the design, these fitness trackers are pretty different. The Fitbit Charge 2 is slightly more premium with this stainless steel housing, removable wristbands, and a side button that has a very satisfying click to it. Whereas the Garmin Vivosmart 3 is mostly made out of silicone, and when the screen is off, it just looks like a black Livestrong bracelet. Fitbit gives you the option to mix and match your wearable with the outfit if you like, with swappable wristbands, whereas with Garmin, what you get is what you're stuck with. But when it comes to actually wearing these things, I have to say the Garmin Vivosmart 3 is more comfortable. It's slightly lighter and a bit slimmer, and sometimes I forget I'm even wearing the thing compared to the Fitbit Charge 2. The wristband on the Vivosmart 3 is also slightly more flexible and stretchy than the Charge 2's, which also allows it to conform a little better to your wrist. It's just a small observation of mine. When it comes to features, both these fitness trackers have a built-in heart rate monitor and can track your heart rate all day. They both have an OLED screen that's easy to read in most environments. They both connect via Bluetooth and have a 30-foot range. They're both rechargeable with a battery life of around 5 days depending on how active you are. They both track your steps taken, distance walked, flights climbed, calories burned. They can both automatically start tracking your workouts. They track your sleep quality, and they both can show you basic phone notifications. But these trackers do have some big differences between them. For starters, the Garmin Vivosmart 3 is waterproof, while the Fitbit Charge 2 is not. If you're a swimmer and you're looking for something to track your stats and count your laps while you swim, then the Garmin is for you. The Vivosmart 3 can also track your stress levels, but like I said in my initial review, tracking my stress levels and having guided breathing sessions on my fitness tracker isn't a must-have feature. I honestly feel like it's just a gimmick. One cool feature the Garmin Vivosmart 3 has that I wish the Fitbit Charge 2 did as well is rep counting capabilities. Again, like I said in my initial review, it's not 100% accurate and it's really suited towards full body or upper body exercises, but it is still cool to have. And probably with future firmware updates, Garmin will improve it. Also, keep in mind, neither of these fitness trackers has a built-in GPS, so if you're a runner, you're still gonna need to bring your phone along. When it comes to accuracy, these fitness trackers perform relatively the same. First, you have to understand the accuracy and precision of a wrist-mounted heart rate monitor is not as good as a chest strap or any medical-grade equipment for that matter. So their readings will be off from time to time. For the most part, the heart rate readings at rest were between 2 and 3 beats of one another. When actually working out, I found the heart rate differences between the two was as high as 10 beats per minute at times. And I did find the Garmin was consistently reporting a similar heart rate reading to the heart rate monitor found on the treadmill I did my morning cardio on. But there were times the Garmin couldn't pick up a heart rate at all, or it was completely wrong, while the Fitbit was spot on. And vice versa. If you want to get the best heart rate reader from your fitness tracker, you have to play around with how tight you wear it. I found the Garmin likes a tighter fit, while the Fitbit performed better with a looser fit. Although the screen on these trackers are similar in size, the way you interact with them and the way they are used is pretty different. Fitbit opted in to use a screen that isn't a touchscreen, but instead reacts to the force from tapping. It's a good solution so you can still use the screen even when it's drenched in sweat. But it can be a little annoying when the screen doesn't pick up on the taps, so you sometimes have to try multiple times. But for the most part, you scroll through the different menus and initiate workouts through a series of taps and button presses. Garmin, on the other hand, uses a more conventional touchscreen that you navigate through via of taps, swipes, and long presses. It's also fairly accurate when it's wet as well, but it still has a few missteps. It's not perfect. But Garmin does take better advantage of the screen real estate. But like I said in my initial review, the screen on the Garmin Vivosmart 3 can look a little cloudy at times, which is pretty annoying. I just feel like it lowers the overall quality. And just as you'd expect, both of these fitness trackers have their own phone application. And like I said in my Garmin Vivosmart 3 review, Garmin's Connect app is to Windows and Fitbit's app is to Apple. Both apps will display the information that's collected by their respective trackers and give you a better understanding of your physical activity. They both also have social aspects to them and have medals and challenges to win to help keep you motivated. They try to make fitness into a game. But Fitbit's app manages to show you your information in a much more elegant manner, and it's much easier to navigate. Garmin's app, on the other hand, managed to go a little more in-depth, but the app isn't as well laid out, and the UI has some room for improvement. For those thinking about giving the Vivosmart 3 as a gift to an older, non-tech savvy relative, just be ready to constantly walk them through the app, cause I'm still trying to figure it out. If you're looking for something that's dead simple and looks nice, Fitbit's app is the way to go. So which would I pick? Although I really like the Garmin's slimmer and lighter design, its more flexible wristband which helped with comfort, its waterproof design and its touchscreen user interface, its foggy screen and the dated Garmin Connect app design make me lean towards the Fitbit Charge too. I'm a fan of the hardware for sure, but they need to update the Garmin Connect app. And maybe they will, but I do like the Garmin Connect app because it lets me input way more stats about my workout and it does go deeper into the breakdown. But in general, I would still recommend the Fitbit Charge too. It's simple to use and its app shows you more than enough information. And Fitbit is constantly improving it. But if Fitbit is working on the Charge 3, I would like to see it be waterproof, have a slimmer design, a more flexible wristband, and maybe a larger screen with smaller bezels. Hey, if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could, please high-five the like button, it helps the channel grow. If you like videos like this, subscribe. There are more product reviews and fitness advice videos coming. For more, check out gymcaddy.net, and I'll catch you next time.